Well, hello, and welcome back. I'm Andrew O'Neill, and I am live at work trying to solve a few problems. I was actually at work, and then I don't know, I just wasn't in the right headspace, and something about my home office just felt right. So I came back home, and yeah. So I'm gonna continue doing some work on this. Basically, the thing that I started on was it Saturday? I think it was. Making these changes to the auth library is pretty much exactly what I need because we need to be able to have a way to do an order that we might have some special information about. So, say for example, we want when I say order a challenge order. So I'm going to send you an email. And I don't know if order is the right word for that, but anyway, you're going to get this email, but having a little bit more special information embedded with what that code might mean, as well as then when the verification comes back, there's two things we want to do. One, if they get verified, we want to maybe redirect instead of just go straight to the thing. And then that was really descriptive. We might want to verify and redirect to a different route, to a route that we knew that that's where they were supposed to end up. Once they logged in, they were supposed to end up at a different route. And then also, if they click on that link again, typically, and I've commented about this problem before, typically, if you click on a link that's supposed to be an invite link, the invite expires. But if I go to click that link later on and I'm logged in, then I should still be able to get there. And if I'm not, then I should be able to log in and then get to that place. And so anyway, that's kind of the goal here. So before we get started, let's just have a quick word from our not a sponsor, Mr. Mountain Dew. Pop top, my friends. Let's open focus. Okay, so I'm going to go take a peek at this in particular. So we want, I think what it'll be is going to be in the order and the finalize. Maybe the exchange as well. No, because what's going to happen is somebody's going to be, so we're going to order an invite link. And what it's going to simultaneously either log the person in or create their account or just function as a redirect to what they're being invited to. So I want to be able to actually have more than one of these. I want to be able to have a challenge order and a challenge invite and have it be subtly different between the two. So the challenge invite will have some more logic around it. That's what I'm going to investigate. And we might be a little bit short on this one because I actually have a meeting that I need to join in for that I totally forgot about before I left. That I might need to join in about 40 minutes. So we'll see. But back at, was it lib session is where, no, is it lib magic link? Lib magic link. The difficult part about this has always from the very beginning been, how do we decide where to put what? What's the balance of composition versus magic? Meaning I'm using, I guess, being frameworky versus being library-y. And I think I want to go full on library-y for this. So here's our order verification route. And a lot of this stuff I think really could just be left up to I started adding things in here, but now that I'm considering it, it seems that really there's what? Oh, I'm going to respond to that comment in just a second. Let me finish my thought here. Really, the valuable stuff that gets done in this is just right here. It's so small that it almost feels too small to be worth it. But that's essentially what gets done, especially because this verifier essentially is just wrapping a key value store. So you pass in your key value store, and I don't know, I feel that this actually may be almost what I've created is almost useless. What I need to do is somehow expose just this thing here, not worry about the rest of it, probably. And then maybe have some default. And yeah, so this right here, that, boom, that, and then this right here. And the rest of it really could just be handled in a different way. So I'm going to explore that a little bit. Okay, live code hangout meetings. See the real world of work in SWE. Oh, yeah, we're not going to do the meeting on the stream, actually. That'd be kind of funny, though. Okay, so I think what I want to do... I really don't like the name order verification either. I took it from the Acme spec for Let's Encrypt. It's you order a certificate, and so here I call this ordering a verification. But I don't really know what else to call it. But that's what I got. By the way, how you doing, Duncan? I see you're still back even after I offended you. So that's good. It's good that you decided to stay, I guess. I mean, it's good for me. It's good for all of us. We're all much better off. Identifier. Let's see. Yeah. So this right here, all of this really just comes down to, I don't know. We're just going to get a result back. I don't even know where this should go. But let's see. We're going to put a little to do XXX here. I think we're going to do let result equals X. And then let's put this in here. Oh, state. How is state determined from all of this? Yeah, rec.body.state. I think that I went a little too crazy there. I was trying to make sure that you wouldn't be able to have bad state. But realistically, that doesn't matter. Turns out all of this stuff that I did was kind of, in retrospect, it was kind of stupid. I was just doing too much. This right here with this developer send secret development. So putting options in for development so that you could send the code to yourself for testing, that should have been a clue to me that the abstraction layer was wrong. But whatever. So what are we going to call this thing? We're not going to call it order verification. Maybe we're going to call it issue. I don't know. Well, it's not really issue. It is order request. You're requesting, but things are already called request. I guess I'll just call it order. I don't really, like I said, I don't really know what else to call it. And then we're going to call next, maybe. We are going to call next on this, right? Yeah, we're going to call next on this. So down here at the bottom, we're just going to call next. Okay, and that is that. Okay, which makes this a little bit more difficult because then essentially we have to deal with this whole next problem. So, and then if there's, let's see, just do await. Yeah, I really don't like doing this way. Because a whole host of reasons. So if error next. Well, I guess maybe yeah, I don't know what to do here. I guess we'll just do it like that. I don't think this is possible to get an error here, but it's okay. We'll just run with it. And then I guess the rest feels kind of wonky, but this is the way to do it, I suppose. Or I could just call this next. Other next. Yeah. I don't know. Well, here we didn't really have a next. So what do we do then? Because this one, I guess we gotta promisify this. Is that what we gotta do? That's really wonky do. Because the next, I guess it will get called in the best case. So we need an await new promise. Okay. And then we're going to have our function here. Resolve, reject. Oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? Code Brandon 404. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the channel. What brings you here today? All right, so I guess I'll just call this resolve. And then the way that we will get the results out of this, it will be, I guess it's going to be rec.authn dot what? What do we call this? Because it's really the order. Is it do we call it the order or the challenge? I'm not sure which we should call it here. But I do believe that result.success should be true at this level. We don't need to have that be part. Okay. All right, wait, where? Oh, we're going to do, no, rec.authn.order. Okay, rec.authn.order. I don't know if that's quite how I want to do it. Kind of sort of is. Maybe let result equals object.assign. And then we're going to have success true. And then we're going to have rec.authn.order. There we go. This is probably the best way to go about it. All right, so now we move these bits down here. And then what else do we need to do? I think I do want to have a function which is to return the code. Yeah. So get code, maybe. Is that what we should call it? I think this is. So the idea here is that I don't want it to be possible if somebody accidentally sends back all of this information, because all of this information is public here. Oh, bless me. If they send back all of this information, I don't want them to accidentally send back the code. But I still want it to be possible to send back the code, which means that I guess we put this back here. We put it up here, right? Okay. So I'm trying to keep compatibility with what already works and then add some new stuff. That's the goal, is to not break anything in the process, which is a lofty goal, but one I'm willing to embark upon. Okay. And then this, break something. No, we don't want to break anything. Oh wait, why is my? Okay, so here's my reminder. I guess it's been 17 minutes. Indeed, it has. If you like what you like, consider giving it a thumbs up if you find this entertaining or helpful or useful or any of that. Nice to see you again, Crow Wasp. How you doing? I'm starting to think that Crow Wasp is kind of like a crowbar, but worse. Because at the one end, it's the wasp rather than the bar. It's the stinger. That's what I'm starting to believe here. Now I don't know. I must have Twitch open somewhere that this is repeating. Oops, let me just check real quick and see if I've got Twitch open somewhere. I don't know why this would be double repeating messages that are going out via Restream, but sometimes it happens. Oh well. Or I might have another Restream window open somewhere that I oopsied on. Anyway, okay, let's get back to the task at hand. So if there were an error here, what the letter L would I do about it? I suppose that I would... Oh, I don't have to worry about that. So let error equals. And then if error, throw error. I think that's all we want to do here. Okay. I think I've got this about right. Yeah, there we go. That looks about right. Okay, what was that about? Okay, what is it? Why is it still complaining at me? Cannot find name code. And this would be rec.authn.getCode is what that would be. Okay. All right, cool. So I got rid of the things it was complaining about, it looks like, mostly. Good deal, good deal. Or is it crow asp? As in the type of asp that a crow settles on. Hard to say. All right. You have a technical interview with Google and you need coaching. Oh, dang it. That reminds me. Somebody was asking me about some stuff. By the way, when y'all ask me in the Discord, ask me in the Discord. I mean, bug me as a personal message, but ask me in the Discord. Because Josue sent me a personal message and I totally forgot about it. But I'm willing to do live coaching. I don't, well, you know, live roasting, live coaching, whatever we want to call it. You know, I'll help you with that. I'm a nice guy that way. Okay. Rec.authn. Do we have authn? Is authn defined here? Rec.authn. Wait, it may not be defined here. Let's see. If not rec.authn, rec.authn equals empty object. There we go. Let's try that one out for size. See how that goes. Okay, so now I have the order function that I want. And I think next is I need to look at the finalize function. I need some way to signify to not necessarily fail the if the code is expired, there may be metadata associated with it that we want to keep. So it shouldn't just be 100% about the code itself. Is this expired? Is it usable? Can I use it to log in? Because if the user's already logged in, but they go click in their email because they're thinking, oh, where was that invite link? And we're using the magic sign-in as the invite link. That's where really I think this is it's a redeem invite is what it is. And maybe that's what it should be named. Hold on, what's that? No. So we've got redeem code, which is basically the same thing. If cancel, Okay. So I think increments failure count on bad code. And then we've got the strategy handler here, which is the part that I think that we actually want to get rid of. Yeah, and I was thinking that the strategy handler would do this, but I think I'm just going to need to break this into more component pieces. So I'm going to call this one here redeem invite, or maybe I'll just call it, do we have a check? We've got a check status. We got to maybe use code. All right, AHSP. OSP? Crow OSP? Is that what you're saying? So how long, remind me, how long have you been a developer? CrowOsp? CrowOsp? Oh, wait. Oh, something. It came blank. I don't know what that was. Oh, you used invisible text. Interesting. That doesn't seem to be... You used a non-printing character there, buddy. All right, so use code. Next. And then I think we have this. I guess I need a Promisify next function. Not really. It's just this. Let me think about this for a second. Do I want a Promisify handler? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Okay. So we're going to do await Promisify handler routes.order. I think is what we're going with here. Routes.order. So that's what we're going to do. Then we're going to pop this bad boy in here. And then this is going to be async. And then that's it, right? So we're just going to do handler. Okay. That seems terrible enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice ugly code. We like that. Let me go ahead and move this up or down or somewhere. Probably going to need to use that in more than one places. More than oh bava. Rec and res maybe. Promisify. Yeah. There we go. Rec and res. Oh, okay. The one that you sent, because I'm using Restream, I actually did not see it, but I will maybe open up Twitch for a second so I can see what it was that you sent. Let's not listen to me. Let's just see if I can figure out how to get to messages. Okay, I see. I don't know. I don't know if that's loaded correctly. I'll have to check it out later. All right. So there's our Promisify handler, and we're going to need the same thing down in our new order function. No, not order function, our new use code function. So I guess our redeem code function is now going to need our use code function. Is that what I'm thinking? All right, so this one will be is it use code? And we're going to take all of this stuff and we're going to move it down into use code. I think that is what we're saying here. Yeah. So here's the use code function. And then at the end, we're going to call next. All right, and then why is this one all up in arms? It doesn't like that. I guess I need to go put the handler bit here on these. Handler. So I guess I'll probably need to do that with order. Oh, I've already done it with order. Okay, cool. And check status and redeem. So I need to do that with use. And then why is it upset about me having these this way? Redeem code. Okay, this is probably going to be... Oh. Woo! Okay, so we got... Okay, let auth in equals, and let's do this one like that. And then what are we doing? Oh, no, we need to do this before. Duh. So right at that point, we need to do this. And then I guess that would be authn.state. And then what? How do we get that? Okay, there's where the ID token and stuff come in. Used to writing code for experiments and laboratory type stuff. MATLAB, LabVIEW, maybe 10 years. Oh, wow. Okay, so that is very, very, very different than web development or application development. Just, it's very, very different. I've seen people use MATLAB, and it scares me. Hey, what's up, Jon Snow? How you doing? Oh, okay. You recently got a degree in software. Okay. So what are you hoping to do at Google? CROASP? CROASP? CROASP. CROASP. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on just 1 second. I need to respond to a message. Okay. All right. I'm back. Oh, and I needed to put, do I still have that there? No, I don't. Let me go get this back in my copy paste buffer. And then throw this down here too. All right, we've got a cancel route. Yeah, that almost seems so... Blah. It's not even worth it. All right, exchange receipt. So let's go back to this use code, because this is the one that I'm going to need to change. Yeah, and that's... There's just so much of this stuff where a lot of the extra bits just feel wrong. It's one of those things where there's a lot of There's a lot of pieces that need just a little bit here and a little bit there. And if you try to wrap them in the way that I've been doing, then it's a little too constraining, because if you need to go change something, then all of a sudden you have to go into the framework or the library in order to get the flexibility that you need. But then if you were to try to use the library, you almost get nothing out of it. It just seems so weird, it's just I don't know. 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 I don't know how to think about it right now. Okay, let me read this comment too. Most of what I learned didn't give me a good idea about what the actual career would be like. So, but what did you learn? What language did you learn? Did you learn any frameworks? And what are you specifically hoping to do? Because that makes a big difference. Also, just a reminder that I still am facing this struggle of not knowing what type of cooler to get for my Mountain Dew. So if anybody has a suggestion, let me know. Are they all equal? Are some better than others? Should I go with the Yeti style? I don't know. Should I just pick something up at Walmart for $5? I'm thinking that's probably what I should do, isn't it? There's probably no really great science or advancement in the last 20 years on how to cool cans of soda. It's probably you just stick it in the foam thing that costs $5 and you're done. You can I post a link? You can try to post a link. You should be able to post a link, but if posting a link doesn't work, then just hit us up in the Discord. So there's the Discord link. Okay. So yeah, I think this use code is about right. But the redeem, this is the one I'm worried about. Bless me. I need to have a difference between a redeem and a use, or maybe somebody clicks the link. I got to think about this. So let's say, okay, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to, do I even need all of this same stuff? Because really, I just need the metadata from this. I don't really need to get everything about the code right. I just need the metadata. Whatever, so I put something in a state object, and I want to be able to get that back if the user's logged in as the user. Yeah, I need some way to say if the user was already logged in, then just give me back the data from the code if it's the correct code for this user. That's what I want to do. Because again, it's the idea of we're going to send out an invite link. The invite link is going to log them in, or either via the link, the virtue of the link, or create an account, or if they're already logged in, redirect them to the resource that they're being invited to. So that's the kind of thing. Okay, why is it? I'm sorry if y'all are getting these multiple on YouTube and Twitch, that for some reason this link is coming up 3 times about the, remember, if you like what you like and more of what you like, also come join us on the Beyond Code Discord. So I've got that on a 17-minute timer. And for some reason when it goes off, it's firing off 3 times. So here's the, yeah, you sent me the link. I got it. Introduction to programming, intermediate programming, relational databases, secure Python applications, detecting software vulnerabilities, secure software engineering, mitigating software vulnerabilities, software security testing. Yeah. So a lot about security, that's good. But I don't see a lot about programming. Let's see, Java. Build Python applications resistant to common security threats. Data munging, very technical term there. Eh, I mean, it seems like a decent program. Well, I people do say data munging, so it's interesting that they used that term. Oh, and welcome to the Discord finally. Okay, and I've got maybe um dang it, I kind of want to continue working on this now that I'm actually in the flow of it, but I've got a meeting coming up that I need to get to. Um, I'm gonna ask about this meeting real quick. Okay, I'll see. I might have to cancel the stream. That would stink because I don't know. I was thinking back and forth. I was just having a bad case of the Mondays. And I was thinking, I wish I could just talk out loud to myself, but I don't want to bug everybody else that's here. And, my home setup is nicer than my work setup. And so now that I have come home, I actually feel like, okay, I'm thinking through things better. And it's weird. The more you talk out loud to yourself to write your code, the more you like it, or at least the more I like it. The more that's just the way I want to be programming is talking to myself. Okay, move finalize up to this level. That's a really good question. Now, what am I going to do with that redeem? That's the function I need to figure out right now. Is redeem. Okay, because we create a verifier. Verifier. Okay, we're going to create a verifier. Let me go take a look at that. Okay. Maximizing credit transfer. I think so much of programming, honestly, I mean this, it's not just because I'm a Go fanboy. I really do believe Go is the best way to learn programming because you learn solid principles and you learn simplicity. It Go cuts out all of the crap, all of the stuff that's cool, all of the stuff that's really just useless syntax, sugar, abstraction. It just cuts all that crap out and it's really just about, can I solve these problems? And it gives you all the tools that you need, both in terms of the tooling and in terms of the standard library. If you just want to focus on solving problems and building robust, performant applications, Go is the right tool for the job. So therefore, it's the right tool for most jobs. Okay, so redeem. Yeah, this one has a lot of value to it, but this is the most frameworky bit of this is checking the verified at, verified by, verified IP, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So E code redeemed. I think what I want to do, I'm going to think about this. So that's going to store, this is going to check. I don't remember what check does. Let me go check out what check does. So I'm going to put a little XXXXX here. And I'm going to go remind myself what check does. So checks, increment on failure, enhance your COM, delete attempts, throw, return C. Okay. So increment on failure. So I kind of want the check to happen, don't I? Well, wait, is there anything necessary about the check? I think we do need the check. I think I need to invert when the check happens. Let me think about this. Oh, what's that? Oh, I don't know what that is. So here's the problem. Well, we got to remember the rule. Optimize for the happy path. So the happy path is that they're going to have a valid whatever it is. So I think we need to do this. What happens if there is no C and I run this check? So there's no C. Then what? Increment on failure. Okay, increment on failure. Okay, code invalid. Alrighty. So we've already looked it up. What extra stuff are we doing? We're possibly sleeping if they're going too fast. And then for the increment on failure, if they're successful, then we just return success. And if they fail, then we increment the number of failed attempts. So, is fresh. So we got to check on that. Must fresh. Okay. So if it's canceled or any of those things, code invalid canceled, code invalid, e-code redeemed. So yeah, we don't really need that redeemed where it stands. Exchange at, the verified at. We do need it because we need to check exchanged at and verified at. If it's either one of those, then we don't want to use it there. Okay, let me catch up on comments here. And I'm checking to see. Let's see. Python is supposed to be the natural human code. Meh. Inexperience with Google. I'm trying to remember. I think so, but not much. No, I've not worked at Google, but I did. They've reached out to me a number of times over the years, and I don't know if I don't think I've ever actually gone through their process at all. It just, their interview process just isn't, I probably couldn't pass it, to be honest, because I don't do well on abstract problems. I am really context sensitive. So if you can talk with me about a problem that we actually have that we want to solve, I can help you I can help you identify, okay, here are possible solutions. What are the metrics that we care about that we want to choose this solution over the other? And I can solve some of these algorithmic problems, hopefully most of them. But when you just say, oh, here's a list of numbers, 1 through the letter Q, given that a house is on a plane and therefore, what's the answer? It's like, I don't know. I literally don't understand the question because you just babbled nonsense to me. Are you trying to ask me, should I use a binary search? You just tell me. Just give me a real problem. Don't just make up. That there's a bubblegum machine that every time you insert a quarter, it exponentially increases its outputs. It's like that. No, there is no bubblegum machine that exponentially increases its outputs with each turn of the quarter. It'd be the size of the universe. There is no such bubblegum machine. So that's the problem I have. Yeah, it is a long time. Can you invert a binary tree? Can you tell me what you mean by that? Invert a binary tree. Do you mean flatten it? Because a binary tree would be inverted simply if you walk it in the other direction. I'm not sure if that's an honest question or if you're trolling me. Because, if you already have it sorted, then if you want to invert it, you just walk from whichever direction is the normal way. You just start at the opposite side and walk that way, and that's how you invert it. Okay, so I think this is right. Let me go back to, all right, so we had our isFresh, we had our increment on failure. I'm actually going to move this down. If success. Okay. I want to somehow I want the error precedence to guarantee that something that is otherwise valid. Let me see here. So if there's nothing incorrect about the data that they gave, I want to guarantee that the order precedence is such that the valid but used error is distinct from all of the really not valid errors. So if we've revoked this code manually, or if the code doesn't actually match, those sorts of things, I want those to be different errors. Okay, so we got isFresh and then mustFresh, which I'm a little bit confused about there. How many instances of isFresh do we have? Okay. I don't think that's what we actually want, but let me go back with mustFresh here. So in every case where there can be an error, we're throwing the error. Okay, maybe this thing, maybe I set this timer a little bit too aggressively, maybe 17 minutes, because it seems that every 5 minutes is what it feels like to me. is popping up and telling me to the reminder here. But again, if you like this content, if it's good for you, consider a like, follow, sub, and join in the Discord. The bubblegum machine is real. No. The inverted form of a binary tree is another binary tree with the left and right children of all non-leaf nodes interchanged. You may also call it the mirror of the input tree. Real question asked in Amazon and Google. So I guess so. Could I invert a binary tree? If you gave me a situation for which a binary, again, I'm super context sensitive. So if you tell me to do something, and maybe this is weird, but if you tell me to do something, I won't necessarily know what you mean. But if you tell me the problem that is solved by this solution, for which the solution is valid, then I can design the solution, right? So if you tell me insert a binary tree, I don't know why that's useful, right? But if you could tell me, all right, we have a sorted list of X and it's in a binary tree because it's like a phone book thing and we need to, or it's routing tables or whatever, and we need to go find this thing, but it turns out that most of the, I don't know how inverting a binary tree would be useful. How would it be useful to flip the first and last nodes of everything? It just doesn't seem very useful. So if you could help me understand how it's useful, I could probably do it. If you could give me the scenario where this is a problem and the solution is to invert the binary tree, yeah, I think I could do that. But if you just tell me invert a binary tree without understanding how this is helpful or useful or is valid in the real world, I get stuck in the theoretical land and I don't know what you want me to do. So give me a problem for which that is the solution. I am confident I can solve it. Okay, can you empty a data pot after it's brewed without disposing of the object grinds first? Let me say that without laughing. Can you empty a data pot after it's brewed without disposing of the object grinds first? That's my troll comment. And I'm going to say to that, I believe it is, let me see here, 418. The solution to that is definitively 418. So if you want to know why, just Google teapot and 418. Maybe graphics. I'm guessing this is in regards to the mirroring of the tree. Yeah, and then the other problem is the theoretical problems is I don't know what the constraints actually are. And then oftentimes they only tell you the constraints when you're doing it the way that they don't want you to do it. So if you cheat and you just do it in a simple way, there's like, well, actually, well, but what if you have to do this in order in login or something. I don't know. I have to walk every node of the tree, don't I? I mean, I just keep a mirror copy of the tree, and as I walk it, I just call everything that was called left, call it right. Oh no, you got to do it in place. I'm like, really? Do I? When do you need to invert a binary tree? This pillowcase is quickly becoming the must-have GIF of 2020. Just once, when the interviewer at Google asks you to. That will be the only time it is required. Thanks, Elon. Okay, so now I've got this. I got the is fresh. I feel good about it. Is fresh. So what I really need to do is, if not C, and then this is fresh really just ought to be renamed must fresh, I think. Well, let's see here. Is fresh. Shouldn't we just is okay, hold on. Where did I put this? Hmm. Okay, I think I am gonna have to jump on for that meeting. Toot toot toot. Okay, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. To see if the applicant has learned their binary tree walking algorithms. I don't know that that one's really difficult. I think there's a lot more interesting problems than walking a binary tree, but okay. So I'm going to have to jump off for a meeting, but I'm going to go through and double check a few things. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Where's my use code here? Use code. Oh, redeem. Redeem is what I'm checking on. Okay, where's my redeem? Right here. So what I needed to do was first check, and then I don't know, where did my is fresh go? What the letter L? Oh, check calls is fresh, right? So check. Oh, increment on failure. I've got too many layers here. So if not, okay, yeah. So this one needs to move, faux show. This one needs to move up here. And then I think the rest of these, I'm just going to change the name from is fresh to, well, first I need to change underscore must fresh to underscore must fresh. That's a Go convention to say must if something is going to throw or panic. I don't remember why. This is probably for legacy reasons. Is fresh is called is fresh, but I'm just going to rename that to must fresh everywhere. It's probably because I wanted to keep the same API, but I needed to add these things in, this duration and max attempts or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna invert a binary tree. I think this is what I would do if they asked me to invert a binary tree in a Google interview. So I can do this, and really I don't think it's going to take very long. I think I can do it even before the meeting starts. Let's see if we can find this real quick here. Okay. All right. So yeah, we can do this. I'm going to teach y'all the really quick way to invert the binary tree. Okay. So let's say that you've got this binary tree right here, and the interviewer says, how would you invert a binary tree? This is what I'm going to do. Done. And they say, well, actually, no, what we meant was, I'll say, wait, hold on. Done. Oh, wait, you wanted it this way? Okay, done. And done. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Oh, in other words,
we do what we must because we can.
Alrighty. Can I get a like for that? Yeah, I got it right, Josue, huh? Okay. Can you prune a bush derooting bull? Can you prune a bush derooting bulls? Oh. Yeah, I just want to say, look, if I can solve that problem for you that quickly, just think how much I can do for this company. Right? Well, Google does a lot of dirty stuff, though. I think one of Google's dirtiest things is, let me see if I can bring this up here. Oh, I forgot what the website for Google was because I don't use it very often. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. I'm not going to bring that up on the screen right now. Never mind. Anyway, I got to go for this meeting, so I'll catch y'all later. Thumbs up, sub, follow if you want to. Check out the links in the description if you want to. There's some good stuff in there. And I'll be back. We'll just we'll just continue from here once I can. So sorry that it was a little short today, but we'll get back. I'll pick it back up in, I don't know, half an hour, something like that. But I gotta go. So
But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake.
All right. Adios.